Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since the last time we left off, and Carrie's a little more anxious than usual because Drake still has not given his proposal to her yet. Will that change tonight? We're gonna find out. So as we see here, the two are sitting outside on a cold night in Hentford next to a fire, looking up at the stars. Very romantic evening. So let's listen in. I love the stars out here. You can hardly see them in San Sequoia because of the light pollution. But out here, you can see them so clearly. Carrie said as she sat next to Drake holding his hand. They are beautiful, he said with a grin, but not as beautiful as you are. She blushed slightly, saying, I love nights like these. I do too, he told her as he kissed her, and she held on to him. Can't believe after this year it's all done. I graduate next month, and you will be graduating soon too, and the program. What's the matter? Oh, it's just everything is going to change. I just want to hold on to this as long as we can, she said, looking away. Don't talk like that, Carrie. Why? She asked. I think we need to. Carrie, go to prom with me, he asked quickly. She smiled. I've been waiting for you to ask. I had this big thing planned for us. I really wanted to surprise you, but I just had to ask now. Carrie smiled and laughed as she kissed him and whispered, Yes, I will. And believe me, we're going to have the time of our lives. I wish you could stay longer. You know I can't. She said, we can't. I know. And I respect how you feel. Let's just hold on to this right now until I need to go. Let's have as many happy and amazing times that we can until I get the news. Wherever you go, I'm going to wait for you, he told her. Don't talk about it now, she said quickly. I don't want to talk about it until I get the news because it could turn out I may not get in the program. In that case, I go to work for my mother as a resident and apply again. Although I may not get it next year and get certified as a regular vet, which would be so bad, but I could still be here and see you almost all the time. That wouldn't be so bad, he said. I would love it. But not getting into that program would be such a disappointment for me. Carrie said, I want that program so bad, Drake. I've worked so hard these past 4 years. I know I belong there. I know I'm qualified for it. I'm sorry. I just go on too much. No, you don't, he whispered. I know it's on your mind. But now you can have other things on your mind, like getting an amazing prom dress. We could get a limo. We could stay out late, watch the sunrise, and celebrate these incredible years we've had. And they have been, Carrie said. We'll have many more, Carrie, he said gently. Drake! She couldn't finish as she looked away. So just think about this now, okay? Think about the prom. Think about finals. And that's it. I will, she whispered. He pulled her to him and kissed her. She wrapped her arms around him, feeling her heart beat rapidly. Then she heard a watch beep, and she sighed angrily. Damn. Time to go? Yeah, she whispered back. I don't want to leave you, but I need to go. I know, he said. Drake, She stopped herself and smiled as she whispered, I'll text you when I get home. Let me walk you back to Hanford Station, he whispered. Okay, she said. As Carrie walked into her home, Amanda was sitting in her rocking chair, knitting. She smiled as Carrie walked into the door. Hey, she said to her. Oh, hi, Ma, Carrie said as she placed her keys in her pocket and went over to the fridge, taking out a bottle of seltzer. You okay? You look a little upset about something, she asked. Carrie came over and sat beside her, saying, just nervous about stuff. You know, the program, finals, and Drake? Carrie nodded. Yeah, most of all Drake. Amanda smiled and whispered, you love him, don't you? Carrie smiled as she looked at her mom and said, I do love him, Ma. I haven't said it to him yet either. Neither is he. That's all right, Amanda reassured her. He asked me to prom tonight. Oh, that's terrific, Amanda said. You mean Mom needs to go prom shopping now? I know, it'll be fun, Carrie said as she looked away. Amanda caught a look of sadness on her face, asking, Sweetheart, what's the matter? Mom, when I go away, are Drake and I going to make it? Can we survive a long-distance relationship? Oh, I don't know, honey. No one could know that. If you have faith in each other, you will be okay, Amanda replied. I'm just full of questions lately. I know that letter is coming soon, and when it does, I'm leaving in the fall, Carrie said as she felt a tear. Honey, you can't possibly know what the future holds. But I know how hard you've worked, and that when you get accepted into that program, it's the beginning of your dream coming true, Amanda told her. But I have another dream too, Mom. And I don't want to leave it behind. Don't you mean you don't want to leave him behind? Carrie looked at her and nodded. Damn it, I hate this. I'm sorry for swearing, but I know, baby, Amanda said as she smiled at her. Believe me, I know. Love can tear your heart out sometimes, but you need to have faith and believe that things will be okay. You have time, Carrie. Some of my friends told me that they're breaking up with their boyfriends before they go away. I can't do that to Drake. I won't, Carrie said with defiance. Nor should you, Amanda whispered. Mom, I don't know what to do, Carrie said. I just don't know what to do. Carrie, I need to ask. Have you and Drake had woohoo? Carrie finished. Yes. No, not yet. And I'm not sure I want to either. Amanda sighed, almost out of relief, and nodded. That's good thinking, honey. You know you can always talk to me, Mom or Dad, about anything if you need to, right? I know, Mom, Carrie said. But right now, I'm so conflicted. I don't know what's going to happen when I get that letter. Amanda put her knitting away, stood up and hugged her daughter. Don't let it concern you now. If you think too hard about the future, it can make you crazy. Stay in the here and now. Either way, what's going to happen tomorrow will happen. But for today, think about today only. Oh, it's hard not to. Love sucks, Carrie whispered. I'm sorry for that again. I didn't mean to swear. It's all right. Believe me, I understand. It's warranted in this situation. Amanda sighed and then said, It can suck sometimes, you're right. Other times it can be incredibly beautiful and wonderful. But remember one thing. Stay true to what you believe. Don't think you have something to prove to yourself or your love to anyone. Be true to yourself first, Carrie. It's something I never did and wish I had. Put yourself first. That sounds kind of selfish, Mom, Carrie said. I know it does. But I know from experience that trying to prove something by woohooing is not the best course of action. I didn't say anything about woohoo, Carrie said, nervously blushing. I know you didn't, but I'm telling you this anyway. Woohoo should happen because You love that person with all your heart, and they love you the same way. I haven't always followed that example. That's why I'm letting you know that it's important not to feel like you must prove something. Amanda told her firmly. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Carrie nodded. Yes. You're not a child any longer. You're a woman, and I'm speaking to you as one. Your dreams and your life are your own. Make that your priority over everything, and don't let anyone or anything stand in your way. You've never spoken to me like that before, Carrie said as she stared at her mother. I know I haven't, Amanda said. But now I am. I see the way you feel about Drake, Carrie. I don't want you to get hurt. So that's why I'm giving you this advice. Ultimately, what you do is your decision to make, but I hope that I've given you enough reason to think about. I understand, Mom. Thanks for that. Amanda hugged her daughter again and said to her, I love you so much. You've grown up so fast. To me, it's like a blink of an eye. I love you too, Carrie whispered as she studied your face. I'm going to head to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, honey. Good night. Night, Mom, Carrie said as Amanda watched her go to her room. And then she went upstairs to bed. That's going to do it for Chapter 3 of Season 2 of Nina and Amanda. Yeah, Carrie's got a lot to think about in the next couple of episodes. She's really worried about the program and how it's going to affect her relationship with Drake. And also, she's worried about leaving home and starting a whole new life in a whole new place. And it's really going to be a big change for her. So the question is Carrie going to get into the program? Well, we're going to have to watch the next couple of episodes to find out. And if you like this content today, please like, share, subscribe, click notifications so you always know when the newest episode of Nina and Amanda is coming out, or any of the other content that I have. I would just like to once again thank you profusely for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your comments, subscribing to the channel. All of that helps this little channel to grow every day. It's all because of you. I thank you so much. You guys are the best. Couldn't do this without you. Once again, this is Jen, the GXSimmer. I will see you on the next episode of Nina and Amanda. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.